You want that physique, broad shoulders, a defined core, lean but powerful, the kind of body that makes people assume you're disciplined the second they see you. And the best part, you don't need a gym for this, you don't need equipment, you don't need a single supplement, you just need the right exercises and real consistency. In this video, I'm giving you exactly that. The best home exercises, a simple diet, and a complete roadmap to build a Shaolin-style physique from your living room, no matter what your body looks like right now. No fake motivation, no overcomplicated science, just the practical stuff that actually works. Watch this until the end, because after today, you're not going to have confusion anymore. You're going to have a clear direction and a plan you can start on tomorrow morning. First, understand one thing. A Shaolin physique isn't about looking huge. The goal is broad shoulders, a tight waist, an athletic shape, and a strong, controlled presence. The kind of body built for movement, not just for standing still and flexing. And honestly, this is buildable even if you're a complete beginner, on one condition: you follow the right exercises in the right order. So if you're just starting out, don't jump straight into advanced movements. That's how people get frustrated and quit in week 2. Spend your first couple of weeks building a real foundation with the basics, mastering the standard version of every movement before adding intensity. And once that base is solid, that's when actual physique training begins. Let's start with chest. In an aesthetic physique, chest is the most visible part of your upper body, and it's what gives your frame that defined look the moment you take your shirt off. First exercise, standard push-ups, which build your overall chest and set the base for everything else in this section. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Second, incline push-ups. Hands elevated on a bed, chair, or table, targeting your lower chest specifically. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Third, decline push-ups. Feet elevated this time and hands on the ground, targeting your upper chest, which is the part that creates that shelf-like look under your collarbone. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Fourth, explosive push-ups. Pushing yourself up hard enough that your hands briefly leave the ground. This one's tough at first, but the results are different too, because it recruits far more muscle fibers than a slow push-up ever will. 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. If this feels too advanced right now, just stick with the previous exercise until you're ready. There's no rush. Now let's talk back and shoulders. For that broader upper body and V-shaped look, strong shoulders and a wide back are essential. And honestly, this is the area most home-trained physiques are missing, because it's the hardest to target without a pull-up bar. First exercise, pike push-ups. Body in an inverted V, head moving toward the ground, which trains your shoulders specifically, almost like a bodyweight version of an overhead press. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Second, lying towel rows, using a towel to create resistance for a pulling motion, which thickens and strengthens your back. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Third, shoulder taps. Starting in push-up position and alternating hands tapping the opposite shoulder, giving your shoulders a defined, rounded shape while also challenging your core stability. 3 sets of 20 reps. Fourth, low to high rows. Using a bag or water bottle, bending slightly and pulling the weight up to chest height in a controlled motion, which widens your back and improves posture at the same time. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. If you've got any setup for pull-ups at home, a door bar, a sturdy beam, anything, definitely add those in too. But if not, these 4 are more than enough to build real back and shoulder strength. Next, let's focus on core, the most attractive and aesthetic part of your entire physique, and the part that most directly signals discipline to anyone looking at you. First exercise, leg raises. Lying flat and bringing your legs straight up, then lowering them without touching the ground before going back up, which targets your lower abs and builds that V-taper look at your waist. 3 sets of 20 reps. Second, planks. Just holding your body in a straight line, which gives your whole core real structure and teaches your midsection to stay braced under load. 3 sets, 45-second holds. Third, Russian twists. Legs held off the ground, rotating your torso side to side, which hits your obliques, your side abs, the part that actually creates that tapered waist look. 3 sets of 20 reps. Fourth, crunches. Lying down and curling your torso upward, targeting your upper abs specifically. 3 sets of 20 reps. These 4 exercises together will make your waist noticeably leaner and more defined over the coming weeks. Now let's move to legs. Most people only train their upper body and completely ignore legs, but for a real Shaolin physique, athletic, strong legs matter just as much, and skipping them is the fastest way to end up top-heavy and unbalanced looking. First exercise, bodyweight squats, keeping your back straight and aiming for a 90-degree angle at your knees, building overall lower body strength. 3 sets of 15 reps. Second, lunges, stepping one leg forward, lowering your knee toward the ground, then pushing back up, targeting your thighs specifically and improving single leg balance at the same time. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps per leg. Third, jump squats, adding an explosive jump right after a standard squat, which improves endurance in your legs and thighs and builds real athletic power, not just size. 3 sets of 15 reps. Fourth, calf raises, slowly raising and lowering your heels, which gives your calves that defined look that most home routines completely forget about. 3 sets of 20 reps. A properly built aesthetic leg day includes calves too, so don't skip them just because they're not the first thing people notice. And finally, arms. Clean, defined arms automatically make your entire physique look more shaped and stronger. They're the finishing detail that ties the whole look together. First exercise, bicep curls. Again, using a bag or bottle, pulling the weight up with a controlled motion, targeting your biceps directly. 3 sets of 15 reps. Second, diamond push-ups. Hands close together in a diamond shape, which specifically builds your triceps, the muscle that actually makes up most of your arm size. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Third, dips. Using a chair or the edge of a bed for support, legs extended forward, lowering yourself using your elbows and pushing back up. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. These 3 exercises together will fully develop your arms without needing a single dumbbell. Before we get to diet, here's how to actually structure this across a week, because random training days are almost as bad as random exercises. Day 1, chest. Day 2, back and shoulders. Day 3, core. Day 4, legs. Day 5, arms. Day 6, a light mix of stretching and mobility work instead of a full session. Day 7, complete rest. Run this cycle for 4 to 6 weeks before you even think about adding intensity, and let each body part fully recover before you hit it again. That's actually when the growth happens. Now here's something important. Training alone doesn't build a physique. You need a few other things in place too. First, diet. You don't need expensive supplements. Simple home-cooked food is enough. And honestly, most people overcomplicate this part far more than they need to. Just make sure your diet includes enough protein and fiber. Eggs, paneer, milk, lentils, and soy chunks for muscle growth. And fiber-rich food like bananas, cucumber, carrots, oats, and salad for digestion and keeping your body fat in check. Next, sleep. Getting enough sleep daily matters because muscles grow during recovery, not during the workout itself. The workout just creates the signal. Sleep is when the actual building happens, so aim for at least 7 to 8 hours every night without cutting corners. And last, hydration. For your body to function efficiently all day in your workouts and everywhere else, you need enough water. So drink around 3 to 4 liters daily and don't wait until you're thirsty to start. And one last thing before you go. Progress will feel slow at the start. Your body might not change quickly in the first couple of weeks. Motivation won't show up every single day, and some days you'll want to skip it entirely. But trust me, if you stay consistent with these workouts, this diet, and these habits, a few months from now you'll notice your own transformation without even trying to look for it. Other people will notice it before you do. So stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect gym, the perfect equipment. Start today. Stay consistent.